welcome or welcome back to Life on the Franch. Today, I just have a quick little video, a mini rant about books. Um, you may recognize these books from my recent book haul video. I went thrifting for books. Uh, you may notice I like to have physical copies of books. Uh, I'll link this video here. You may have also seen it in my Free Speech Fridays video that I usually reference a tangible book. That's because I bought it and I prefer to read it that way, and then when I want to reference it again, I have it and I can use it for things like that. However, I am not adverse to online reading. I have a subscription to the New York Times. I don't get it delivered. I just get emailed. And other newspapers like the Philadelphia Inquirer, etc. But that is not what I'm ranting about today. Today I'm ranting about the absolute ridiculousness of the Amazon Library program. Imagine there was an intro there. So, what am I talking about? Okay, let me show you. So if you have the Kindle app on your phone, there's the Kindle app right here. You will have a library. So this is my library, the top row up here, right there. Some of the books that I have read. Now with a Prime account, which I have, because I'm just rolling in money. Patch is upset about this as well. We're protesting together. So with your Prime account, you have access to their library program, which allows you to read some books for free. So basically, for example, so it's called Kindle Unlimited, and there are 8 books that I have that are Kindle Unlimited. So books that are Kindle Unlimited are in their library program, and you can read them for free. So for example, one book that I read was Friend Zone, because I'm into romance novels. And so I got to read it for free, which is really cool. And so I picked it, I put read now, and it went to my library, and now it's in my library. But, and this is the part that makes me angry, it acts like a library. Not that you have to return it by a certain date, as far as I can tell, unless maybe I haven't hit that date yet. But in the sense that you can only check out a certain number of books, which is even weird for libraries. Usually that's not the case, but in Amazon's world, in the Kindle Amazon Corporation, apparently you can only check out so many books at a time. But not only that, because of that, you have to return books. Okay, now, why? I don't get it. Unless the only explanation I can come up with, okay, this is giving the biggest benefit of the doubt, is that the author is paid for each time the book is checked out. That's the only explanation I can see for why it's beneficial for the author or for Amazon. It's not even beneficial for Amazon, but beneficial for the author to have you just be able to return the book. Because if you have the book, I would be way more likely to recommend a book that I have, in my library to a friend than one that I like read and returned, because I might forget the title, I might forget the author, and if I want to reread it with them to discuss it, I don't have it. Um, and if the only benefit that these authors are getting is the publicity, well, you're losing a lot of that by having to return books. Um, Additionally, I'm a book hoarder. Again. So I hate returning books. Like, some people like rented books for college. Unless it was like a class that like I knew I would never use the book again, ever, I never rented the book. I bought used books to cut cost, but I never rented books. Because what if in the future I want to reference the book? I don't want to have to buy it twice. um, Now, obviously, like, if you read the book and you return it, I'm pretty sure you can, like, check it out again. Um, but then you don't have, like, a list of all the books that you've read, which is weird. Um, and I just had to return a book today, so I could get another book. And so I was like going through my list of books, and I was like, oh my god, which one? I reread these. Every book I've had in my library, I have reread, at least once. So I was like, well, shoot. Um, well, what do I do now? I had to like pick my least favorite book and like toss it. Um, which isn't really where I want to be with my books. Um, it's just upsetting. And the most upsetting thing is that it's like, because it's a library, you like return it, but like it's digital. So you having had downloaded it or like having it open on your app prevents nothing. It's not like, okay, I am reading The Dreadful Night. I've checked this out from the library. I have it. Okay, it makes sense I have to return this, because if I don't return this, then you couldn't read it. Right? So I return the book, and now you take the book, and then you can return the book, and then I can take the book back. Okay? That is how books in the library work. But in the digital era of Kindle and Amazon, why in the world am I returning the book? Why? I don't get it. Now, is it a better deal than other, like, if you're into romance novels, apps? 100%. First of all, many books are free. Um, Second of all, even the ones that aren't free are way cheaper than what you would be paying on something like, for example, Radish, which is an app I downloaded. I also downloaded Good Novels. Um, at first, the stories are free, and then they get you. And then you're like paying out like mad cash to finish this stupid book. And Stan got really upset, so I had to stop using those apps. And that's how I got into this Kindle Amazon thing. And I would definitely recommend it, but let's call a spade a spade. You like, why the return? Call it something else. Call it you clicking. You know how things are when you click on a website, they get money. Maybe that's what's happening. But there's no ads. So I don't even know that that's happening. I really have no idea, like, why I'm reading books and then I can't keep them. I don't know. If you understand what I'm talking about, please like this video. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, comment that below. Or if you're frustrated and you know what I'm talking about, put that below, so I don't feel like I'm a crazy person for the ridiculousness of returning online books. And finally, if you want to see more of our content, um, which is on an array of subjects, I just hit myself in the face. That is typical of many videos. Click subscribe and ding the bell button to know when we post, which is every day. The only thing that I can tell you for sure is that on Fridays we're talking about free speech issues. Other than that, we talk about like hamsters. We talk about me learning to cook. Not just talk about, we watch me fail at cooking. And thrifting and anything that's really happening in my life. Weddings, because I have a wedding coming up in like a month. That's terrifying. I mean, I'm already married, but the big ceremony is in a month. So planning that is a little bit like, it's gonna be a lot of those videos coming out in May. But anyhow, I just thought I would do like a fun little like rant video. And if you want to see another like rant video that's like equally as like nitpicky and not important, uh, you can watch me rant about hamster care and Animal Crossing up here, because that made me more angry than this. But this also makes me very upset. Anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.